Hello, everyone. I'm Reginald Larley, and this is day 4 of the Brightside Marketing Challenge. Tonight, I want to talk to you about social media. Social media is a very important part with business formation, marketing, and advertising. It can be a deal breaker with between staying a small business and being able to grow it exponentially. So the slide deck that you're going to see is going to have a lot of information, but I think it's going to be very helpful and very impactful in terms of how to use social media and how to use it effectively. Social media marketing for business is going to be the name of the game today, and we'll go ahead and move forward with the next slide, please. What I'm going to talk to you about briefly is going to be 6 different things, but it's going to be things that you'll be able to use. The first one is what is social media marketing. Then we're going to talk about the benefits of social media marketing. Then we're going to talk about the 7 top marketing platforms that are great for business. And then the next is going to be key components of a good social media marketing strategy. The next one we're going to talk about is how to create a social media marketing strategy and our best practices to be able to use it as it affects business. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with this and see what we can learn. This is the definition of social media marketing. This is a type of marketing that uses social media platforms to promote your brand and offerings to your ideal customers. So this is basically what it is defined, but we're going to go into what it really is and what it means for you as a business owner and what it means for your customer. These are your benefits of social media marketing. There are several. I'm just going to go into these briefly. You got to add a human element to your business. In layman's terms, you got to make it about your customer and not about you as the business owner. Businesses exist to solve problems. And if a problem isn't solved or you don't have something that can solve a problem, it's going to be very hard to reach the people that you need to reach. And there has to be a human connection. The next one is driving traffic to your channel. It's going to, whatever it takes to bring people either to you, your brand, your product, or your service. So that's basically what this means. I did this in bold so we could get to the heart of the matter and talk about what this really means for you as a business owner and what it means for your customers. Can we move to the next slide, please? Okay, the next one is to generate leads. Okay, anyone who could potentially buy your product or service. And that's basically what a lead is. A lead is a name or a contact. That person turns into a prospect. That prospect is potentially a customer. Lead, prospect, customer. The next one is increasing brand awareness. Do they think of your brand first when it's time to get something? You notice that every company is branded some type of way. If everybody thinks McDonald's, there isn't anybody in this world that doesn't see that golden arches and understand what that is. No one understand. There isn't anyone in the world that if you say Nike, they understand that either that Just Do It slogan or their logo. And you have so many different companies, but you know why it's recognizable? Because they've created that brand, or Starbucks, or all these different things. But the one thing they have in common is that they've created a brand, and they've indicated what they're known for, and something that the whole world knows who they are. Next slide, please. Okay, building relationships. Yes, your connections create a strong customer base. The more connections you make, the greater chance that your business is going to be successful. I basically put in red these things to remember. All business is conversation. All business is connection. All business involves people. All business is about meeting a need. And all businesses solve some type of problem. So if we're not talking to somebody, if we're not connecting with anybody, if we're not involving people, if we're not helping someone to meet their need, or we're not helping to solve some type of problem, it's very difficult to be in business because all of those things are needed, especially as it affects social media. We move to the next slide, please. Okay. All I'm just going to talk briefly about is the top social platforms for business. It's not limited to these. I'm just listed the top 7, and I'll also list some other ones on the later in the slide deck. Of course, most people are familiar with Facebook. Most people are familiar with Instagram. Most people are familiar with Twitter. Facebook is the most popular brand. Most people know about it, and a lot of people use it for so many different purposes. They can broaden their brand, gain followers, generate leads, increase sales. Um, there's a whole lot that can be done. I can tell you this: Facebook likes people to pay for advertising, as opposed to just using posts. But there's so many different ways that you can use Facebook, and it's very good for lead generation if it's done effectively. Instagram is more visual, so you share images, which is good if it's a product, it's something that people can see. Or some people use Instagram to do lifestyle type photos, depending on the product or the service that's being offered. Very good, because a lot of people are very visual, and if they see that, that image is going to pop into their mind, especially if it resonates with them. If it's something that they want, that will work out extremely well. You also have Twitter, which is good if you've got very, very short messages. You can send images, you can send text, small videos, and links, and hashtags are used fairly regularly. And a tweet can be up to 280 characters. So it's a very small message, but people use it, and it's still in existence to this day. Can we go to the next slide, please? Of course, YouTube. And I can tell you, even the host uses YouTube extensively, as Brightside has cultivated its brand into what it is today. So YouTube is very effective. It is very effective when you can create content and you can actually upload that content, and it can go anywhere in the world for anyone to see. It's very good because it can show people what you do. It can show people what products you offer. It can allow you to do anything, like talk about specific topics, and just things that, because you are showing the world what you have to offer, and it's coming directly from you, and it's going to the world. And it's a great way to implement a marketing strategy when done effectively. And a lot of businesses leverage YouTube. The entertainment industry, the sports industry, the insurance industry, any type of business you can imagine. Most of the successful ones, they leverage YouTube because they have content and they upload it and they make sure the world see it. Pinterest is another good one. It's a visual discovery engine. A lot of people use it, and a lot of people use it for different reasons. So I like to say Pinterest is one of those best kept secrets of social media platforms, because you can get so much information, you can learn so much from Pinterest. Can we move to the next slide, please? Of course, we have LinkedIn as a business networking platform. I know I use it quite often. Anything involving B2B is very good for this. It's geared toward professionals. And so if it's something that is, so if you have a product or service that's geared toward a professional base, this is a very good platform which to use it. But I would also tell you, I'm in recruitment. I use it quite extensively for that. So it helps you to know companies, what they offer, the products and their services. And if you're offering something, it also helps you to know who your competition is, and how your product stacks up to theirs. TikTok, a lot of people are familiar with that. Short form videos. It used to be the videos were extremely short. Now it'll allow you to upload up to 10 minutes of video footage in one post. But a lot of people use TikTok for business. They use it for advertising, and they use hashtags just like any other platform to hit certain hashtags. When people type those hashtags, their product or their service will come up, or something that will lead them to their website. So this is very good as well. Next slide, please. We also have more social media platforms. I'm sure you've heard of some of these, but if not, here they are. WhatsApp is very good. It's part of Facebook, but it uses a more secure messaging, and a lot of people use it to sell their products and services. Facebook Messenger, which of course you don't necessarily have to have Facebook to have Facebook Messenger, but a lot of people use for direct message and communicate. Telegram is pretty good. A lot of business groups use Telegram to communicate with their teams. And then Snapchat, that's also good as well, because you can do video messages, direct messages, and things like that as well. A lot of businesses use all of these different things as a way to either reach out to their customer or communicate what they offer. Next slide, please. Reddit is another one. Skype, Microsoft Teams, or Flickr. And it's not limited to these. I'm just bringing up and mentioning some that maybe folks maybe haven't thought about using, maybe consider using in order to reach their customer. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the key component of a good social media marketing strategy. And I'm just going to go over these briefly. Your content strategy. And the gist of this is the way you use your content. Your strategy is how you're going to use your content. And that's basically what's important. Let's see what we've got here.
I apologize. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Technology is a wonderful thing when it works, and then when it goes awry, it can always be very interesting. Can I see the previous slide, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The next one we're talking about is analytics. This is just basically the overall effectiveness of your social media strategy, your algorithm. And it basically is going to let you know how your posts are performing, what's working, what's not working, and so on. Your ongoing activity is the frequency of your social media presence. How often are you on there? How often are you posting? What times of the day are you posting? Because that's going to play a huge part in on what you're able to do. Take, for instance, for Facebook. More people are on Facebook between the days of Thursday through Sunday than there are any other part of the week. Now, in theory, you can post at any time. It's just that more people throughout the world are on that particular platform during those days than any other time during the week. So think about that as you're posting content and when it's going up and when people will see it. Next slide, please. Your audience research. Think about it. Who you want to reach the most? With what you have to offer, that product, that service, that brand, who are you trying to reach? Basically, you're finding out who your target audience is. And nothing is more troublesome as when you have a product or service and you're offering it to a demographic that doesn't need it. That's why it's important to do the research. Brand identity. In other words, what do you want your followers to know your business for? When they're looking for a product or service, do they think of you? How are you branded? Like I said previously in the presentation, there isn't anybody in the world that doesn't know what those golden arches are and what company it represents. There isn't anybody that doesn't know when they see that person dribbling a basketball and the way that image is that's not representing the National Basketball Association. But all these different companies, they have some type of brand identity that anybody in the country or anyone in the world, they can easily see that logo or that image and they know what brand that is. Next slide, please. How to create a good social marketing strategy. And I will go over this briefly. You want to set goals and objectives for your business. In other words, what are you looking to achieve? Every business has to have a goal. Or what I always used to hear and what I still tell people is you have to start out with the end state in mind. There's a goal that you've got to reach, right? So there's going to be a lot of things you're going to need to do in order to reach that goal. Marketing is just one very important part, but it's a critical part between starting out and growing to the levels that you want. You also have to understand your audience, and that also requires getting to know the needs of your audience, because if you can offer something, but if it's not the target audience that you're looking for, there's going to be a disconnect somewhere. So that's where engagement is important. And if it's something that you're offering a good way, and I can tell you with Facebook, there are all kinds of different groups. And I know with what I do, I go in and I engage different groups and like posts and stuff like that. Now, I don't really put posts within the group advertising what I have going on, because depending on the group, they may have certain rules that talk about that sort of thing. But you can get to know enough about the group and enough about the people in it to where you can take that conversation to a direct message and get to find out more that way. And that's a good way to determine the needs of your audience. More importantly, study your competitors. Because if you're offering a product or service, there are other people that are offering it too. So it's very important to know what you offer in comparison to what your competition offers. Next slide, please. Choose your platforms. What platforms are you going to focus on? There are so many, but I know trial and error in using different ones is going to help you determine which ones are going to work best for you. I don't recommend being on 50 different platforms. I would say pick one or two are the ones that you're going to focus on the most. Cultivate the following until you have steady growth. That's going to help you more than being on 10 different ones, not being able to manage them correctly and not having an effective following on any of them. Develop your content. You want to know what your message is. You want to know when you'll be sharing that message, and you want to know exactly what you're going to be communicating. And a lot of that's going to require you to, once your research is already done, that's going to let you know what content that you need to create. The next one is the report and adjust regularly. Once you got your strategy in place and you do it long enough, you're going to be able to accurately assess what's working and what's not working. But the only way to know that is to actually do it, and that way you can see that. And your algorithms will help you find that out. Your engagements will help you find that out. Your likes and all those different things will help you be able to determine that, and let you know, are you reaching your audience, or does more need to be done to reach your audience, or do I need to post at this time, or do I need to post at that time? So based on your business goals and based on the engagement, that will allow you to change things the way you need to be able to reach that state. Next slide, please. Okay, most importantly, patience is very much a virtue when it comes to social media marketing, because it takes a while to build a social media following. Not everybody goes viral in the first day. Sometimes it takes a couple of years just so that people know who you are, where they can find you, and to build that credibility for that product or service that you're offering. Next slide, please. Social media best practices. We're going to start with the first one. Diversify your content. You can use posts, use photos, you can use reels, which are small videos, or you can use longer videos, but it doesn't always have to be posts. I mean, a lot of times it can be posts you generate. You can use AI to help you generate those posts. Photos, they can be your photos, or you can get a specific photo from a search if it's going to help you illustrate a certain point. Either way it goes, make whatever it is pertinent to what it is, the message that you're trying to send. That's the thing that's important. Reels are very powerful. They're short videos, but if they're well done and they have a good message, it can reach a lot of people. Videos, and the videos are important depending on how long they are, and the content. As long as it's not dull and it's impactful, people are going to tune in and they're going to listen. It's important to be consistent. So I tell people, post on a regular basis. A person that posts 3 times a week and they do it consistently, they're going to be better off than somebody that maybe posts once every 3 weeks. So consistency is important, because you got to be present enough on social media that they have to know who you are. Engage in conversations. This is social media, so it does require us to engage people. I know, like with Facebook, if someone sends me a like, I'll either react, or I will send them a message on Messenger, and engage a conversation. Many times I'll thank them for liking my post, or if it's a professional and they're running a business or whatever, I'll like their post, or I'll send them a DM, let them know that I like their stuff and I wish them continued success. Or there's so many different things you can do to engage. And the thing about it is, with social media, you can find things that you have in common, and you can find things that are different. You can still engage that conversation as long as it's professional and it's tasteful. Take advantage of content creation tools. There's so many things that you can use to create content. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are so many different programs that will allow you to create videos, that will allow you to create reels, that allow you to create posts. That's why artificial intelligence is important. Many people use ChatGPT and so many of these other things that help create content for posts. There's so many things that are available now that wasn't available 10 years ago, to where people can utilize it and to create high quality products to be able to reach their audience. Use of hashtags are important, but the thing that's important when using hashtags, use the hashtags that are appropriate or pertain to the message that you want to convey. That is so very important, because when people type that in, it's going to lead them right to your post or whatever, or your content. That's why it's important. It's good to repurpose content if you have it. A lot of times people can use existing content for another platform, or they can repackage it and use it for an existing platform. And sometimes it's good to do that, because if the content is already created and it can be used in another way, it's good to do that versus trying to create something again. Also, use your analytics. This will help you show where it's being seen, who's seeing it, what time of the day it's being seen, when it's viewed the most and when it's viewed the least. Those analytics can tell you a lot about who is seeing it, especially with professional mode on Facebook. I'm able to see every day. And a lot of your paid ads, regardless of social media platform, one of the things they're going to do at the end of that campaign, they're going to show you the analytics. They're going to let you know who saw it in terms of which percentage, of which gender, what part of the world saw it, and what percentage of that, and anything else that might be pertinent to what you need to do. Next slide, please. This is today's challenge question. Which social media platform do you use the most? Do you use the platform to buy products and services? If so, what are 3 things that piques your interest from a particular social media post or advertisement? Think about that question. And once you do and you come up with your answer, submit it to our site below at brightsideglobaltrade.org/challenge. Next slide, please. These are my social media handles. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm also on Instagram, and I also have a YouTube channel. So everything that I'm showing you with regards to social media, these are things that I actively practice and use, and I will happily entertain any questions on how to use these effectively, because when business owners win, customers win. And when customers win, the economy wins. Next slide, please.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes.
So first, let's get back to stop sharing and let's get back to everyone. I know that was a lot to digest. So any questions? And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to automate everything. So if you think, oh my God, I have to post everything every day, that's Reginald does it beautifully, but some of us have no time. So I'm going to show you how to automate it, so you don't even have to be at your desk. You don't have to be on your computer. You can have everything scheduled in advance, and it can just post onto your social media without you even being on social media. So before I get there, does anyone have any questions?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm wondering, how many times is a good amount to be posting on, say, Instagram? I like Instagram best. Okay. Somebody told me one time you should do a post every hour, because I'm trying to sell my books.
Yeah.
But I don't come out and say, I'm selling my book, but I will put, a call to action in each one that I do. But how often is it good without, if I see something too much, then I just bypass it now because I'm tired of looking at it. So how much is too much?
Okay, so every hour would be great, because every hour is different people. So this is something that baffles people. So like, for example, I might be on social media at 8 p.m. And unfortunately, if you posted it at 11 a.m., I would not see it, even though I'm in your network. Now, if I'm following you, then, maybe it'll come up in the algorithm, let's say you had, 100 people following you, posting, commenting, then Facebook would send me an alert to like the post as well. So everything on Facebook and Instagram goes on an algorithm. So if people are not liking, commenting, you could post 100 posts a day and have no effectiveness. You've got to get people in your subscription base to like, follow, comment on what you're doing. So they say there's certain posts like this and that, or questions or quizzes that gets great response, or book giveaways. I think you're doing the coloring book. That's great. So you really want people to respond. And people unfortunately are looking at Facebook, Instagram at different times. So that's why they say every hour. But I don't know, Reginald, he posts every day, so he's the champ. So you can ask him.
I can tell you what I do, and I use different platforms, but I can tell you primarily, I will use Facebook and I'll use Instagram. There's a way on Facebook that you can actually time your posts to go up at certain times, and there's a way where you can send whatever you send to Facebook can go right to Instagram, but it has a mechanism where you can actually go in and determine if it's going to go to both platforms at the same time. Yeah. With what I do, I post at different times depending on what day, but I try to post at 3 different times within a 24-hour period. And to Elizabeth's point, at different times of the day, different people are going to see it. So it's definitely good to maintain that presence.
The other thing is you want to look at the whole universe. Like tomorrow is Veterans Day. So everybody's going to be saying Happy Veterans Day. So the hashtag Veterans Day, I don't know what the Marines and the Armed Forces and the Navy, everyone has their own, hashtag. But that's a huge universe of people on Facebook tomorrow. So if you're wishing people happy, and tagging, whatever the tags are. So that's the other thing. The hashtags are very important, especially for Instagram, because you want to connect to other networks so that they get to see your messages as well. So I think the last day when we do the holiday campaign, so there's Black Friday, which is the biggest shopping day. So that's a big day where you really want to be posting all the time, because people are looking for gifts, people are going to buy, and you want to drive traffic to your Amazon website.
Also Monday. Don't forget about Cyber Monday as well.
Yep.
Yeah. And so Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday. So I'll put a list of all the holidays, but those are big, what they call the big days, or Giving Tuesday. These are big days when everybody's on Facebook. People's birthdays, so you want to get on to people's birthdays, wish them happy birthday. Then you're part of this big universe of people wishing people happy birthday. So sorry, Reginald, I didn't mean to. Go ahead. How do you post? Yeah.
No, that's perfectly fine. This is great discussion, and we all need to know about it. Facebook, I try to do 3 times a day. Instagram, I do it depending on what time of the week it is. I post more on the weekends a lot of the time for Instagram, but I know with certain products and services, people need to see it as much as possible to them to know that it's there. So if it's definitely something that they can see, posting more will probably work. Probably aid the algorithm a little more, and with the appropriate hashtags, is going to bring more people to it.
Yeah. And what I'll do, Joanne and Bill and everyone, is we're going to do email marketing on Monday. And I am affiliate with Constant Contact. But they give you a free trial. I think it's for 60 days. So since it's a holiday season, I'll give you a link. You click on it. And then once you're in Constant Contact, you can program it so that you don't even have to be on your computer. It will automatically send all the posts onto Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So it's an automated service and it's great. I use it all the time. In fact, people send me messages saying, are you in Greensboro today? And I'm not even in Greensboro, but I'm posting messages. So I'll show you that, how to do it. And it's really easy. And they have a 24-hour call center. So if you're confused and you don't know how to use it, they'll walk you through it and show you how to do it. But automation is the way to go for busy people. And then you can post manually too. But I think if you do it automatically, it goes instantly. It even goes to people's phone, SMS message. It goes on your email, and it goes on your social media. So what better way to reach a customer than 5 different ways?
And what did you say that was called?
Constant contact.
It's constant contact, huh?
I'll email you the link so you can just, it's a free trial. So use the trial during the holiday season.
No, we already have the light version.
Yeah. So
Oh, I never
yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah, try it, and it automates everything. So everything goes automatically. Yeah, and
It's amazing.
there's
it's
100 services. Mailchimp. There's
Yeah.
many services. You've got to find the one you're comfortable with. Yeah.
But the thing is, it helps us save time, so it can help you focus on the income producing activities that each business owner needs to do. That's why it's so valuable.
So let me quickly show you this video. It will take you a few minutes. And I won't show the whole video and he's right. We can, I'll give you the link by email so you can go. Now this is with GoDaddy, and I've never used this, but I'm going to, what happened? Okay, hold on, let me try to share my screen. Day 4. You'll see how easy it is to automate everything. And now I've never used GoDaddy, but I thought about it today and I said, you know what? Given that I want everyone to go to my website, why am I not using this service? So I'm going to try it for the holidays.
I've used it actually, and it does help because if you've got a dedicated domain for your products and services, that helps quite a bit.
Yeah, here we go.
Hi, I'm Darlene, and I'm going to show you how to create one post and share it on your Facebook page, Twitter account, and Google business listing with just a click. Let's check it out. I'm going to demo this from my Facebook page in Digital Marketing Suite, but this posting magic also works from your Twitter and Google My Business pages as well. On the Facebook page in Digital Marketing Suite, click Create Post. Type your message in the text field. Add an image to pull your audience in. And I'm also going to link my website. Now that's a good looking post. But here's the best part. See these little circles? There's one for your Facebook page, one for your Google business listing, and one for your Twitter account. If you have all 3 connected, you can select all 3 radio buttons and this beautiful post will be shared on all 3 of the platforms with one click. Pretty cool, huh? This is just a funny meme, so I'm going to stick to social platforms. Okay. Facebook is already selected, so I'll just select Twitter and post. I hope you like this how-to on posting to social media platforms in Digital Marketing Suite. I'm Darlene. See you later.
So you saw how easy that was. Let me just shut it out. Okay, so there's also a
likes, shares, clicks, views, comments, and reviews are just some of the ways your customers interact with your business on social media and on business listings. These actions.
Let me just stop it. Yeah. Now they'll also show you how you can schedule it. So given that you've got Black Friday, you've got small business, you've got Cyber Monday, then you've got Thanksgiving, then you've got Christmas, then you've got Hanukkah, you've got, so you've got 9 holidays. So you can schedule it in advance. So that way you can be having a lovely Thanksgiving with your family while things are being posted on their own automatic. So automation is really the way. It's a little cumbersome to do it, to set it up. But once you get it set up, that's it. Your posts are going automatically to the system.
Okay, sounds good.
So Reginald has also prepared a thing. We were just talking about, this might be overwhelming for some of you, but he and I are working on this together because we're trying to explore 50 channels. And he's done a great job. I can't scroll up and down, but yeah, you go. So you look at it. So you've got all these links, and we'll make sure you have this list, and you can try 50 new channels. Now, here's the reason why we're going to do 50 new channels. So we are 20 people in the challenge, and some of them are not here, but I've been talking to them on the phone. So we're going to try and get everyone who's in the challenge to subscribe. So each of you will get 20 subscribers. And then we'll make sure that they all start to comment and like each other's posts. So that way, every time you post something, you'll get 5 to 25 comments, which will help the algorithm to move forward. And I've got to motivate the group to get going with that. Plus, we have 13 that did the challenge last year. So if we can get them involved, then we can have 35 people liking and posting. And if we all, as a community, can make that happen, then we'll all have a very successful holiday season, because once the algorithms start to move, you'll start seeing sales pop up. Now, you need to have a strategy, because you can't really directly sell on Facebook. Then you have to pay for advertising. So you can't say, buy my product. So you have to find a creative way of introducing the product and then linking. So the free coloring book that you're offering, or the party we're having for Avon, those are subtle ways of people to get to know that, oh, Jean sells Avon, so somebody wants to order, they'll know where to go. So that's like a way of doing strategy. Any questions? Yeah, but I'm going to definitely do the 50 channels, because even if we get 10 people per channel, 50 times 10, that's 500. So you got 500 prospects. So I think it's a good thing to do. Yeah. But then managing and keeping up with it and all that is tough. Yeah.
I'd like to interject one thing if I could. Right now on Amazon, you can go and get book one free. It's always free.
Okay.
So it'd be very good if everybody would go there and Sir Bigglesworth's First Adventure on Amazon.
Okay.
It's a Kindle format, and it's totally free. But we'd like if you just download it and then at least go through and then put a review.
Okay.
I think
Yes.
that
I owe you a review, so I have
a couple
It's
reviews
so hard to get reviews.
Yes.
because reviews are very, very important.
Yes.
If everybody, and if you don't have a Kindle, it's okay. They have a free app on your computer that you can read it. But if everybody goes to Sir Bigglesworth's First Adventure, and it's a free download, it's absolutely free, and you can just go through and get it. And on our website, there's a video also of book one. You can watch the whole video. It's about 14 minutes. Okay. So again, that's Sir Bigglesworth's First Adventure on Amazon.
Free ebook to
Free
download.
Okay, so what I plan to do for each of you challengers, I plan to have a picture with information on, where to click and things like that. So I'll definitely put that message in your messaging, so that we'll start getting everyone, at least in the challenge, to download and write a review. That's a good one. And get everybody to do that, and that would be great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
We get a lot of downloads of it, but very few reviews.
No,
Okay.
last year we had like 600 downloads and we didn't get any reviews out of that. And
Yeah, I
so,
know. I owe
Just like
I owe you a review. I'll get them
I
done.
know.
really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
It's one of those things. Even if you go through and say, "Hey, I liked it. It's cool."
Yeah, you don't have to say much.
Yeah. No, we write very good reviews. I have to post some reviews, and I put it on 35 sites, so you'll get a lot out of my reviews, but I've got to sit
Cool.
down and work with them. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and I'll have them up. But meanwhile, so does everybody know how you can get leads from reviews? That's a very good question, because reviews help a lot.
Mhm.
So every time you write a review or you recommend someone, you are now part of their network. So what's so great about writing a reference or, recommending someone or writing a review is that people are going to read your review and say, wait a minute, I want them to write a review for me too. And they will I get 10 people contacting me a day to write a review because they read a review that I wrote. So it's a great thing to write a review, not just for the person that you're writing the review for, but for yourself too. So try and do that for Sir Pickleworth. Can you put it in the chat? So how many people do we have today? 7. If all 7 of you can just go to Sir Picklesworth's website
I'll give you the link just a minute. I'll get it from Amazon.
or Monday. Put it in the chat on Monday, and we'll get everybody to right away go there and write a review and download the book.
Yes, it's best to everybody do it at the same time. It really helps the algorithm.
Yeah. So we'll do it on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Any questions? Jean? Now, Jean, you have to work on search engine because you've already got an Avon site. So all you have to do is figure out how to get all those New Jersey people who like Avon to come to your site. So you need to do a strategy on SEO. And it's not that difficult. It's really, really easy. Another way to get a lot of algorithms is to list yourself on directories. So like if you're with the Chamber of Commerce, Brightside has a directory. I need to put Sir Pickle's book on that. So anybody who has a directory and you list yourself on someone's directory, then you will be pulled up every time Avon, and your zip code, your name is going to come up. So you have Bing, you have Yelp, you have a million of these, and I'll put a list together so you can get listed. And once you get listed, then your book will sell faster as well. If people are looking for children's books or what to give for Christmas. What is the age group for Sir Picklesworth?
We say 5 to 10.
Okay.
What's important about it though is because it has so many pictures in it.
Yeah, so tomorrow, and I'll do it to Google what to find or what Christmas gift to buy a 5-year-old, like some questions about age related gifts. And then just Google that and see what comes up in the search engine. And when you're listing it, list that way, or the free coloring book. I think that's a great, or download and get a review or something like that. Yeah.
I just put the Amazon link in the meeting chat.
Okay, so everyone, let's give it a minute. Regina, Jean, and even me, let's all do that right now, just so that we don't have to remember to do it tomorrow. Just let me see.
Thank you.
Well, I am on my Amazon associate. I can't do that because they don't let you sell and let me sign off. Hold on. Oh, see, I've got Sir Pickleworth right here. Okay, hold on. I have to sign.
And one of the crazy things is you have to have purchased at least $50 worth of product.
Okay.
Okay,
hold on. I have to leave. Okay, I can't do mine right now because I have to sign out. Here we go. And then I have to sign in with my other man.
This was just put out there, and we had some people. We had one person that left a 1 star. There was somebody trying to really mess up our ratings.
Oh no, that's terrible.
They just put 1 star and didn't say a word as to why they felt it deserved just 1 star.
Yeah.
And that dropped our thing way down. And when we rebranded all our book covers, we changed them, and we gave it different ISBNs number, didn't we, Bill? And
Yes.
all the reviews that we had there with the old covers didn't pick up onto the new ones. So it's like we have none now.
Oh.
I know. I mean, I thought that would just automatically follow, but they didn't.
Oh, that's not good.
But that
Um,
one who left just 1 star was just, without saying a word. I
I
don't
have
understand that.
I have to do that later, but I will. That's on my radar to do. I will do it by the weekend. So you'll have it. So yeah, everybody, can you try to write a review for Sir Pickleworth?
Well, I
That-
can't tell you how
downloaded
much
it,
we'd
so-
appreciate it.
You just have to download the free book first and then
Right.
write the review.
And
Otherwise,
then write the review.
it won't let you. All right. So I'll just let everybody do that. I'll make sure it's also in the email that we send out to everyone, and I'll
Thank you.
remind everyone to do it as well. So that will be good.
And tell everybody
Has
you know.
everybody connected? So Reginald has put his contacts. Has everybody connected on Facebook, LinkedIn? Jean, have you connected with everyone?
No, not everyone. I haven't found how to link to some people. I
Okay,
sent you my links
I
today,
see
just before.
I see it. I see it. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Monday, I'll make sure we have everyone's links listed so we can all make sure we'll spend a few minutes and then we'll all connect to each other's thing. And then we'll try to make sure that we are connected to everyone. And that way we have a group as well for the challenge. So I'll make sure that everyone is in that group as well. So that once we're in the group, then we can start posting messages to each other. So that would be good too. Yeah. Yeah, so the strategy is stick with 4 channels and do them really well. And then when you're a little advanced, try and experiment with new channels. And then if you find you've got, like, I tried Tumble and I got no results, so I just signed out from it. So if there's a channel that, is not doing anything for you, then there's no point in wasting time with it. I do all my reviews on Goodreads, and I'm become very popular now on Goodreads. I'm in a lot of groups and things like that. I like Read It as well. So you have to find the channels that you like and then play around with them. And I do everything from my laptop, and I don't like using things on my phone, but if you have to use your phone, you have to use your phone. What can you do? Yeah. That's one of the reasons I don't use Instagram a lot, because I'm not a phone person. Yeah. So what's your favorite channel? Anyone wants to share?
I like Instagram and Facebook is what I use the most.
Yeah. I get the most results from Facebook. I have tried
Not
LinkedIn.
that I get results, but I'm on those more often than anything else.
So how would you measure results?
I don't know. I would think by if the number of reactions you get to it in engagements.
So have you asked people on Facebook to review the book?
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
But I'm telling you,
I need to go on your Facebook and see. But sometimes, first you got to make friends with people on Facebook, or you start asking them to do things for you. And
yeah, I know. But see, even as my own family, we have sold hundreds and hundreds of books, and there's
Yeah.
maybe 5 reviews on there. Even my family and my friends, I say, could you please leave us a review? And oh yeah, I'll do it. And just I don't know how to get people to do it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. If somebody knows, let me know.
There's several reasons. People don't know how to write a review. People find it confusing, and what we'll do on Monday, we'll do a whole section on how to write a review, and
Oh,
that
that would be awesome.
everybody will get familiar with how to write a review. Yeah, because even when I had to ask people for recommendations, I had to text them, remind them, follow up with them. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Know that very well, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's
For
tough.
review on Amazon.
So we'll do that on Monday. We'll start off with writing a review. And let me tell you, you can get a lot of leads by writing reviews. And Carl Scott is not here today, but he will tell you, put your phone number when you write a review, so people
Really?
call you. Yes, he will tell you that all the time, because you write a review. How do people know how to contact you? So he tells you to leave contact information when you write a review. Reviews are very powerful, not just for the one you're writing a review, but also for your own network. So I'll do a quick thing on reviews, and I'll also connect everyone on Monday to each other, and then we'll get these algorithms going, because we got to get ready for the holidays. It's almost like a week away. So
I
yeah,
know, it's coming up fast.
coming up fast. Yeah. I know it's tedious. It's a lot of work, but when it hits, it'll eventually hit. Yeah. So any questions? And don't forget, please come to Jean's Avon party on the 15th at 7 o'clock. You're not going to be disappointed. It's going to be
Sorry, but we won't be there.
it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
This is online, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got a couple of people coming, Jean, so I've already
Okay.
started inviting. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, Joanne doesn't ever go to it, but on her LinkedIn, she's probably got about 400 people.
Okay.
And I've got probably about 2,000 on my LinkedIn. So one of the things we found out, we can start doing a newsletter on LinkedIn. If you do a newsletter, it goes out to all the people that are part of your network automatically.
Okay.
So if you write it, that's what I'm fixing to start to do next week.
And you've got a lot of stories to tell, so you can do.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of press releases. Just use the press releases.
Right.
As newsletter one, so Pickleworth, Macy's Parade coming up.
But we got a lot of blogs also if you go on Joanne.
Macy's Parade is a very good hashtag.
Yes.
I would definitely use that as that's a great hashtag to get all the people in going to the parade. Do you know how many people are in the parade? All those children in the parade.
Thousands.
That's why we sell more book 3.
Yeah.
That's
That's faster. Have you thought of putting the book in Macy's?
no.
How would you do that?
You know, the problem is we don't go through, and let's say if we bought 5,000 books, then we could actually go do that, okay? Because typically you have to give a 55% discount, okay? Well, to the jobber, that goes 40%.
Well, you need to talk to the woman who I'm going to talk to on Monday. Sandy was on our Facebook, on our Zoom. And I think Jean caught the tail end of it. But Sandy said her husband decided to quit his job. And she said, what are we going to do for money? And then she came up with this keychain for purses. And then she decided to just take a leap of faith and order 100,000 keychains. And she sold 1 million. So, sometimes you have to really take a leap of faith on that one. But you've got the free downloads. I think that's a really good start.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of some stuff that's coming up, okay?
Yeah.
In about 2 weeks on Joanne's website, joannewagner.com.